Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment.
You know, Curry is playing extremely well. He has 20 points, and he's hit 4 from beyond the arc. A weapon with those three-point shots.
Yeah, you said it. I mean, he is using the long-range jumper to deadly effect, Clark.
Trailblazers trail by 10. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Steph, Clay, and Dre on the perimeter. It's Lee and Bogut inside. Aldridge with a screen on Curry. Aldridge against Bogut. 4 on the clock. Stolen by Thompson. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Thompson with the ball. Can't hit from in close.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Of all the players in the NBA, maybe the only person other than LeBron who is a threat to get a triple-double on a nightly basis is Nick Batum. He just racks up stats in so many categories with such ease.
Shot clock at 6, and Matthews gets it to go. Warriors leading by 8. And Curry, here we go. So he gets the whistle, contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And, you know, Batum becoming a much more active passer over the last couple of seasons. He's still working on his decision-making. His turnovers actually climbed as well, but the Blazers can use another playmaker on the wing, and Batum can fill that void.
And Batum last season had some stretches with huge rebounding numbers. 2 separate 3-game spans, in fact, Steve, with almost 50 boards.
Well, you look at his work on the glass. I mean, he took it to a new level. Over 7 boards a game for the season. That is excellent from your small forward position.
Stephen Curry hits them both.
It's early, but you can already make a case for Curry as one of the best shooters of all time. Really, it's a combination of his ability to hit shots, but also his ability to create his own shot. Very rare to have both those abilities.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
9 seconds on the shot clock.
Warriors leading by 10. And if you do consider Curry to be the greatest shooter already, you're in good company. Last season, Kevin Durant Clark gave his opinion that Curry is already the best.
Yeah, you know, this is going to be debated by people for a long time, and I don't know where the answer is going to land. But Curry definitely is in the equation already with his resume and record-breaking three-point shooting.
Here's Batum. Plays it up and banks it in. Batum's got 14 points. The Warriors shooting a superb 63% from the field. Lee, a screen on Lillard. Lee against Lopez. Lee kicks to Iguodala. 6 to shoot. Batum against Thompson. Goes up at the stripe, and the shot is long. Trailblazers trail by 10. Outside, Batum. Now Lillard. He's got 9. Lopez sets a screen for Lillard. From deep. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. And Thompson kicks to Lee. Iguodala outside. The pass to Curry. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Iguodala's got his 4th assist in this one. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Now a timeout called by Portland.
Andre Iguodala got off to a hot start last season. He shot 45% from long range through the first 2 months of the season. But after a hamstring injury, his percentages and his aggressiveness all seem to tail off.
Outside, Batum. Here's Aldridge. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, how about LaMarcus Aldridge in this one? He has 17 points, and he's made 3 shots at the foul line.
Well, that's important. When you get to the foul line, any team, when you can outscore your opponent from the foul line, it's critical, and he's trying to do his part right there.
And he can't get the first one. And the second free throw, good.
Well, dealing with travel, one of the challenges you face as an NBA player. It's amazing just how much easier it's gotten, Clark. I know you and I both played in an era early on where there was commercial travel. Now everybody charters and flies out immediately after a game. You've got leg room, you've got catered meals, so you get more sleep, you get more rest. I think it's had a huge impact on the way NBA teams do business and just the quality of play in general.
Shot clock at 6. And Batum kicks to Aldridge. And the lead is down inside single digits. Aldridge has got 20 points. Warriors leading by 9. You know, Clark, those charter flights for NBA players are pretty cushy.
Yeah, you take a plane designed for 126 seats and put in 54. That creates a luxurious plane ride, man. You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
Aldridge with a screen on Curry. Lillard attacking. Matthews passes to Lopez. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
You know, Robin Lopez doesn't score a lot, but neither is he a liability at the center position. He's got really good hands. He catches everything. He can finish off the pick and roll action. He can even knock down the mid-range jumper if you leave him open, and he's an excellent rebounder, too.
And Lopez at 7 feet, 255 pounds, Steve. A rugged defender in the low block, certainly.
Well, perfect pickup for Portland last year, playing alongside LaMarcus Aldridge. Good rim protector, pretty good post defender, and his offensive rebounding as well really made an impact on that club.
And he's good on the second.
You know, this Golden State team is clearly on the rise, but they're not without weaknesses. A bad turnover differential and free throw differential, both things that have plagued this team.
They double-team Curry. Here's Lee. That misses off the backboard. Trailblazers trail by 10. Matthews dishes to Lopez. Matthews against Curry. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Lillard. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Then you look at the free throw disparity for the Warriors. Not the most surprising stat. They're more of a jump shooting team than a slashing team. But if you're going to settle for jump shots, then you can't also turn it over at a high rate. I think that's where they have to improve.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Robinson's checked in. Lee kicks to Thompson. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Thompson's got 22 points.
And their interior defense getting exposed once again. How many open looks at the rim are they going to allow?
And Steph Curry, an all-star starter last season, but he also led the league in turnovers, Clark, with over 4 a game.
Well, the other side of that coin is he did set a career high in assists as well, but there's no question when you talk about him solidifying his place among the elite point guards in the league, the turnover numbers have to come down, and I'm sure he'll work on that.
Timeout called the Warriors.
Thomas Robinson was the 5th overall pick in the 2012 NBA draft and has yet to find a groove offensively in the NBA. He has struggled to score. He lacks size and length and doesn't have elite explosiveness either. His shot leaves a bit to be desired as well. But he's a hard worker and a good rebounder, and that appears to be his niche right now.
Steve Blake's checked in for the Trailblazers. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Golden State. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, over the break, I listened in on what Terry Stotts had to say in his huddle. He told them they should be dedicating themselves to hitting the offensive glass with everything they've got from now on, even if that means it takes them away from defensive transition. The second thing he talked about was working hard to get their shooters open. He wants them looking for those gaps on the perimeter and letting it fly whenever they find them. Clearly, some adjustments there had to be made because the time left for a comeback is quickly running out. Kevin, over to you.
And thank you, Doris. And Robinson, the second leading rebounder in the nation his junior year at Kansas.
Well, he's got those broad shoulders, very athletic. You know, until his offensive skills develop, he's going to just focus on impacting the game with his effort and his rebounding and setting screens. But ultimately, he has to develop that perimeter shot.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
Trailblazers trail by 12. Matthews into the lane. Here's Robinson. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
That's his 5th personal foul.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Warriors.
So far, they've turned in a fantastic performance from the three-point line. It's been a weapon all game.
The other thing that jumps out to me is just the big number of assists they've had. The offensive efficiency has been a major factor.
And the second free throw, good.
The Blazers were one of the pleasant surprises of the season last year, and they got a lot of their wins at home. Very tough here in the Rose Garden.
They double-team Curry. Dishes it to Lee. Stolen by Robinson. Here's Blake, guarded by Curry. And here is Blake. 5 points in the game. Lopez drives in. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. 31 wins, Clark, for the Blazers here in Portland. Very tough in this arena.
And you know, you hear about how some places are loud, like Oracle and Oklahoma can be. Oracle, the home of the Golden State Warriors. But this Portland crowd is as loud as it gets. Got to give some credit to the Rowdy Rip City bunch. And they've been that way since back in my day when I was playing in the early 80s.
Gosh, I can't even remember that one. Here's Blake, guarded by Curry. Shoots from 12, and Lee pulls it down. Lee's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Iguodala, the pass to Lee. Iguodala kicks to Barnes. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Iguodala's got assist number 5 here tonight. Trailblazers trail by 16. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Robinson down low. Covered by Barnes. Outside for Batum. Just 5 on the clock. Blake for 3. Good. Blake's got 8.
How about that for a response?
They will say they can give the 3 as well as they can take the 3.
Now here's Curry. Guarded by Blake. The shot by Curry. No good. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Blake kicks to Matthews. Blake up top. He feeds it to Batum. Robinson a screen on Iguodala. And the call will be against David Lee. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
Well, their worst fear came true. This is still anyone's ball game, but losing him to foul trouble will make it a lot tougher.
So for the Trailblazers, Kaman comes in for Robin Lopez, and Terrell Wright is subbed in for Steve Blake. And then for Golden State, Spates checked in for Lee. Draymond Green comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. And Batum kicks to Matthews. 6 to shoot. Shot from free throw range. Barnes grabs the miss.
Well, he's building a house with those bricks. I mean, one reason is he keeps trying to force it up when he's defended well. Move the ball, share the sugar.
Count the bucket. Thompson's got 27 points.
He is bombing it today. How many more threes are we going to see from him?
Well, we've already seen plenty. The majority of his points have come on that shot.
Batum a screen on Green. Batum dishes to Robinson. Right from outside, and that one's good. Wright's got his second basket of the night.
You know, they've got to be careful not to give a shooter of his caliber open looks like that. 1 or 2 of those are all it takes to really get him going.
Green with a screen for Barnes. The kick out to Spates. Matthews with the rebound.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Wright the pass to Keenan. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. And the Warriors making a change here. Rush is checked in. The Trailblazers have gone 9 of 13 from the line. Free throw drops for Kaman.
Well, it's been 4 years now since the new ownership group took over in Golden State, and I think they've got to be proud of how they've turned this organization around in a short time. 2 straight trips to the playoffs. That actually equaled their total over the previous 20 seasons.
Out to the wing. Rush outside. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Rush has got 5.
A little confusion defensively.
Yeah, you know what? He sent the D a little message with that 3.
And the Warrior ownership group bought the team for a then-record $450 million back in 2010. But the team was recently valued, Steve, at $800 million.
Well, some of that is winning, some of that is the new CBA, but regardless, I mean, they've doubled their season ticket base to over 14,000, and they've actually cut it off there. There's a waiting list now to buy season tickets.
Here is Livingston, looking for his first basket still in this one. And it's Green, missing. Trailblazers trail by 13. And Batum kicks to Wright. Here's the 3. They get it again. Another shot. Kaman's shot is good. Kaman's got 7.
You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
Livingston dishes to Barnes. Green with a screen on Wright. Here's Barnes. And it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
Batum passes to Robinson. And Batum kicks to Matthews. Back to Batum. Lets the three fly, and that one's good. 17 points in the game. Livingston dishes to Barnes. And that's good for 2. And the Warriors lead by 12. Up in time. No luck. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Warriors lead by 12. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter.
Yes, sir.
Here is Livingston. Batum and Aldridge are the power tandem. Lillard and Matthews pair up in the backcourt. And it's Kaman in at the 5 down low. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That one is on Kaman. Well, the Warriors taking strides to enhance their player development. They bought a D-League team and moved it to nearby Santa Cruz.
And that team actually played in the D-League Finals in the championship game, lost to Fort Wayne. That's enabled their younger players, though, that D-League team, to practice with the NBA teammates, and that's got to be a positive.
The first free throw is good.
Well, the big thing for the Warriors, they've done a good job the last couple of years creating a culture of work. Players sticking around in the summer, younger players working hard, working together to get better, and it's really affected the organization in a positive way.
The Warriors making a switch here. Iguodala's checked in. Both free throws good from Rush.
And yet, guys, despite the investment the Warriors have made in player development and buying draft picks, they're still looking for more consistency from their bench guys. Work to be done there.
Kaman kicks to Lillard. Connects in the foul line jumper.
You know, next time he has that much space, he should just go straight up with it and leave the fadeaway at home. Park that fadeaway, take the shot that's available.
Here is Livingston. He dishes it to Iguodala. Passes it to Livingston. 6 on the shot clock. Iguodala's drive. With a step back. It's blocked.
Well, you know, that's one thing they've been doing extremely well. Corralling those Karens.
Seems like not a whole lot else is going right for them, though. Unstoppable offense from both teams. I love the pace this game has been played at.
So does everybody else in the building. This has been a fun one.
Here is Livingston. Now Rush. On the wing, Green. Aldridge is covering. Fires from the wing. And that one's good. And the Warriors lead by 12. Portland's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Aldridge left side. And Batum kicks to Matthews. And there's the feed to Kaman. Outside Matthews. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Here is Livingston. Pass to Green. Iguodala setting the pick for Green. Feeds to Iguodala. Ball's knocked loose. There's the dish to Bogut. Here's Livingston. Almost, but it rolls out.
He's one guy the defense is not afraid to leave open from that range, and for obvious reasons.
Right wing. Outside, Green. Iguodala with a screen on Aldridge. Again, the miss by Green.
And the defense did just enough to throw him off that shot.
Kaman sets a screen for Lillard. In the corner, it's Aldridge. Green against Matthews. Clock at 6. Misses off the left iron.
Ouch. Another miss to add to what's been a miserable game for him from the field.
Livingston passes to Rush. Kicks it to Livingston. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Bogut, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Now a timeout called by Portland.
Last season, Andrew Bogut was able to say that he was the healthiest he's been in years. And that might not seem like much, but it makes a huge difference for him to be at full strength.
Lopez is checked in for the Trailblazers. Golden State also making some changes. Thompson, he's checked in for Rush. And Curry subbed in for Shaun Livingston. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hi, Kevin. I was able to hear the advice Terry Stotts gave to his team during that last break. He didn't exactly take it easy on them, saying, how much do you want it? Don't tell me, show me out there. We have to play better. We have to play harder if we're going to come back. Guys?
Thompson dishes to Green. Iguodala kicks to Bogut. Lets it go from 11 and misses it off the right side of the rim.
And with Bogut feeling 100%, he had so many injuries over the years leading up to last season that it was hard for him to really find himself once again. But when he's 100%, he's really a force in the middle.
Batum attacking. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Warriors leading by 14. Down low. And the slam dunk by Iguodala.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slamming.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
Well, that's part of what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
And with Bogut, as you said, I think people forget just how impactful he can be when healthy. Everyone knows that he's an amazing defender, and he's one of the top centers in the league when he's healthy.
To have a legitimate 7-footer who can move and pass the ball as well as Bogut does, that does wonders for a team at both ends of the floor.
Lillard outside. Lopez passes to Batum. Batum with another miss. Warriors have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Bogut dishes to Curry. Pass to Thompson. Back to Curry. An easy 2 points on the layup. Curry's got 32 points in the game.
It's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
Yeah, look at the discrepancy in the assist column between these two teams.
Lillard loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
And that's why teams emphasize the use of screens and picks, just to get you some open looks like that one.
It's Curry with the drive. That drops. Curry's got 34 points.
That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
Yeah, and until they do, the problems inside are only going to get worse.
Iguodala kicks to Thompson. Iguodala no good.
Had a pretty good look at the basket, but defensively they did a nice job rotating, forcing the miss.
Lillard outside. He kicks it to Aldridge. Takes the 13-footer. There's the bucket. Good. He's got 22.
Really did a nice job recognizing the mismatch that he had and immediately cashing in with that mid-range jumper.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. After a 2-year absence from the playoffs, the Portland Trailblazers able to get back into it last year to face Houston in the 4-5 seeded matchup.
And they jockeyed as hard as they could to get that home court advantage, but just couldn't quite grab hold of it. Still, they were able to get by a very tough Houston team in round one.
Thompson outside. And the pass to Green. Curry dishes to Iguodala. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And it's 9 points for Iguodala.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Clark, because they're keeping the ball moving. The defense hasn't been able to set up.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Kevin, during that last break, I heard the Warriors coach as he addressed his team. He said a big part of their focus should be on offensive rebounding, to get bodies to the glass at that end of the floor and work hard for second chance points. There was something else he mentioned, too. He wants them to utilize the pick and roll as much as possible in their coming possessions. It's pretty late in the game to be altering the game plan, but they're going to come out with a different look here, guys. Back to you.
Thanks again, Doris. And he makes the first. Wes Matthews, undrafted out of Marquette. What a career he has carved out with the Blazers, Steve.
Well, you think about it, he started as a rookie with the Jazz. Then the rare restricted free agent that was allowed to change teams. Utah decided not to match Portland's offer, and what a deal that turned out to be for the Blazers. He's been a solid starter for them for 4 years now.
And Matthews really does play with a chip on his shoulder. I mean, long overlooked coming up. He was undrafted, but found a way to make it into the league. He plays tough physical defense. He plays through injury. You can feel and see that drive that he carries to the game.
And the first one at the line is good.
And Matthews, the son of a former NBA player, he brings an air of confidence and leadership on the court, which I think helps his team.
And both free throws good for Iguodala. Well, Steve, for a long time last year, the Warriors really didn't have a true backup point guard. You know, they started the year with Tony Douglas, but eventually traded him as the season went on. And I think part of that, and I'd love to hear what you have to say, is because they thought that Dre could run the second unit.
Yeah, I thought so too. I thought that was some of the thinking there. And they did bring in some new guys, but that's one of the luxuries of having Iguodala on your team. He plays multiple positions. I think you can use him as a backup point in some cases, but, his big weapon is defensively locking people up and then running the floor, where he is a devastating force.
Green with a screen on Batum. Nice work there coming off the screen. 36 points for Steph Curry.
They've been able to depend on his offense all game long, guys. He's drained a lot of shots out here.
And between now and the horn, Steve, the ball should be in his hands as much as possible if they want to continue to build this lead.
Here's Batum. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. They get Andre Iguodala.
And with Iguodala, even with the first unit, he could handle playmaking duties a fair amount, which helped Curry do what he could do. They really did complement each other in that manner.
The first one falls.
Well, there are a few wingmen who can handle the ball and make plays like Iguodala can. And even though his assist numbers weren't as high last year as they have been in the past, he showed he can efficiently act as a point guard for long stretches of time.
Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Golden State. And both free throws good for Nicholas Batum. Nicholas Batum, the 25th pick back in 2008. He's played his entire career, Steve, with this Blazer team.
Yeah, and a coveted player league-wide, Kevin, because he plays both ends. Excellent defender. He's got that length, good three-point shooter. And remember, the Timberwolves tried to sign him as a restricted free agent a couple of years ago, but the Blazers matched that 4-year, $46 million offer.
Trail Blazers trail by 20. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 4 assists in the game. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth.
And, Batum is viewed as a potential defensive stopper. Has not quite reached that level yet, struggling against stronger 3 men, but his length and mobility do make him a factor.
offensive. Batum defensively, a good shot blocker. Not as many steals as you might expect, but between his rebounding and his efficient scoring, he's a quality player. Well, Steph Curry, of course, deadly from outside the arc. But last season, he tried to improve his ability to get to the rim. In fact, he significantly increased his points in the paint last year.
And for Curry, improving his driving ability. He already had the handles, but he tried to work on his strength to ward off contact.
And Kevin, you know, film study is also playing a role in that progression and development. And he not only improved his finishing ability inside, he also got to the line more often, a result of being more confident in his strength.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
He's been absolutely on fire from outside. They've got to get into his jersey, get up into him, force him to pass or drive.
Outside, Batum. Aldridge, the pass to Lopez. Back to Aldridge. It's stolen by Curry. Thompson sets the pick for Curry. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Curry's got 9 points now in the quarter.
All the buckets he's poured in today have put them in a terrific position heading into the stretch.
And Lillard kicks to Matthews. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
That's his first three-pointer of the half. Remember, he did make one in the first half as well.
Curry against Lillard. Curry dishes to Thompson. Bogut with a screen on Matthews. Barnes passes to Bogut. Outside Curry. 4 on the clock. Takes the 13-footer. And another basket for Golden State.
The more touches he gets, the more this lead will grow. He has just been unconscious this quarter.
Now, here's Lillard. Here's Aldridge. Matthews trying to free himself up. And Aldridge, the basket on the assist by Matthews.
He can finish in the post. That's one thing we know about him.
Curry with it. Right side Curry. In low to Bogut. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Thompson against Matthews. Baseline try, and that one's good. Thompson's got 9 points here in the second half.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Warriors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that.
You look at the stats and you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Steph Curry. He was extremely efficient offensively, getting looks, knocking down big shots all game long.
And Thompson kicks to Barnes. Lets it go from deep. The shot by Curry, no good.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, they were very lucky defensively because there was some miscommunication there. They left him wide open. Now, their offense has kicked into gear, but it seems to have arrived a little bit too late.
And as a coach, that can really be frustrating. I mean, your guys were stumbling along for most of the game, and now, when it's basically over, they finally decide to come alive.
Thompson passes to Bogut. And another basket for Golden State.
Well, they've done a great job keeping the fans out of the game today, and the closer they get to the win, the quieter it gets.
Yeah, we call that the sweet sounds of silence. They're going to savor this win, as well they should. Every road win carries a little extra reward.
Matthews, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Portland, Wesley Matthews. At the line for 2.
Free throw, good. Matthews. Both teams will make substitutions. Both free throws good from Matthews. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night, and these guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can be.
Well, this is one of those dreamlike games for a coach.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, thank you. I'm with Klay Thompson. You were able to really help out your team on the offensive end. What enabled such a big night of productivity for you?
Well, I'm just used to the pace of the game by now, and my teammates do a good job finding me when I'm open, so all credit goes to them. I just catch and fire when I'm open.
Thank you, Klay. We so appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris, for that. And now for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan saying see you next time as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Stephen Curry.